Welcome back to the healing space. I am Maya Soul, and this is part 2 of Stop Expecting You Out of People. Throughout this season, we've talked about one-sided relationships, overgiving, loving potential, unspoken expectation, and choosing yourself. People who never became who you needed. And one lesson has echoed through every single episode. People can only give from who they are, not from who we wish they were, not from who we hope they'll become, not from who we would be in their situation, who they are. Today we're talking about what happens when you finally accept that truth. Because acceptance isn't giving up. Acceptance is seeing clearly. And sometimes seeing clearly is the beginning of healing. This season has taught us something powerful. Not everyone loves like you. Not everyone gives like you. Not everyone sacrifices like you. Not everyone values relationships the way you do. And while that can be painful, it can also be freeing. Because once you stop expecting yourself out of other people, you stop setting yourself up for unnecessary disappointment. You start accepting people for who they actually are, not who you wish they were, not who you hope they'll become, who they consistently show themselves to be. Healing begins when you stop expecting people to meet needs they have repeatedly shown they cannot meet. Not because you're giving up, but because you're accepting reality. Ask yourself, who am I still expecting to become someone different? What relationships am I holding on to because of hope instead of evidence? Have people already shown me who they are? What would happen if I finally believed them? Because acceptance creates peace, and peace creates healing. Not everyone has your heart. Not everyone has your capacity to love. People's actions reveal their priorities. Acceptance is not weakness. Reality is your greatest teacher. Stop expecting yourself out of people who have consistently shown you otherwise. As we close out season 2, I want to leave you with this. You're not disappointed because you care too much. You are disappointed because you've expected people to love, sacrifice, and show up the way you would. But healing begins when you stop expecting yourself out of others. When you stop chasing potential. When you stop waiting for people to become who you need. When you stop confusing access with loyalty. And when you stop abandoning yourself for relationships that don't reciprocate. And when you finally accept people for who they consistently show themselves to be. That's where peace lives. That's where healing begins. As we close season 2, I want you to remember this. You are not responsible for making people become who they refuse to be. You're not responsible for teaching people how to value you. You're not responsible for convincing people to show up. You're not responsible for carrying relationships by yourself. Your responsibility is to pay attention, listen to patterns, believe actions, protect your peace, and to stop expecting people to give what they have consistently shown they cannot give. Some people will never love the way you do. Some people will never show up the way you do. Some people will never become who you need. And that's okay, because healing begins when you stop waiting and start accepting. Thank you for spending this season with me. Thank you for healing with me. Thank you for growing with me. I am Maya Soul. Until next season, keep healing, keep growing, and most importantly, keep choosing you. And here's my final season message. Not everyone has your heart. Stop expecting them to.